lack of experience, dilapidated facilities, and a shoddy investigation. 4 of the 7 prison guards being held accountable for the death of DOC detainee Idrit Manson Issar are fighting their notices of proposed adverse action. According to Guam Federation of Teachers Field Representative Robert Koss, the guards reporting for duty that day were, quote, rookie officers improperly assigned, end quote. Making matters worse, these inexperienced officers simply couldn't follow prison protocol. That's because the dilapidated facility is no longer suited or functional for its intended purpose. Issues include lack of air conditioning, inoperable toilets, and dysfunctional cell locking mechanisms, some of which DOC Director Tony Lamarena previously told KUAM is a funding problem and has resulted in an open-based system at the Hagatna lockup. Here he is in an interview with KUAM earlier this month.
It's a very old facility that was built over 20 years ago. So there are some situations, for example, all the cells there are wet cells, which have bathrooms. But again, because of the deterioration of the facility and the lack of funding, there are some cells where they don't have functioning toilets.
Officers are also appealing on grounds there are discrepancies in the investigation, specifically DOC and GPD's difference of opinion as to Issar's time of death. Koss stating, quote, this not only calls into question the accuracy and integrity of the DOC investigative finding, but also significantly mitigates allegations that any officer involved was negligent or improperly performed duties and responsibilities pertaining to headcount and guarding of inmates, end quote. Rather than continue with the blame game, GFT asked the legislature to step in and provide some financial relief to fund these maintenance issues rather than, quote, making employees a scapegoat for the agency to cover up the dire funding needs for maintenance of the facility, end quote. 7 detainees, meanwhile, have been charged for what appears to be a revenge attack on Issar, who was in custody for allegedly raping a woman with a disability. Elas Cimarron, Albert Santos II, Benster Benjamin, Eisler Miller, Jimmy Hadley, and Marvin Retcham are charged with murder, manslaughter, and aggravated assault, while Andrew Rios Jr. is charged with first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Rios is alleged to have covered his hand with a plastic bag and using his fingers to penetrate the victim from behind.